Yo, it's your boy about Show Me, bringing you another one. And we got us very important discussion. Your Dallas Cowboys definitely need a war daddy. Absolutely. They need a lead dog. We're going to talk about it because, you know, in the time we've been spending discussing people like Max Crosby, because everybody knows that, especially when you're dealing with me, that I'm going to target the top, right? I believe in that. I believe that you should ask for the best and then settle for something under that. You know the old saying, aim for the stars and be satisfied if you end up amongst the clouds. But in the presentation of us pushing for the best available, right? The best that's on the market, sometimes people will get a misconception that that's all we want or that's all we will be happy with. And that's not true. And this is coming from, and the reason why I'm pushing for this is because
Kayvon, what are your feelings as you leave here?
The reason why I'm pushing for this is because one of my brothers did a really good breakdown and showed history, and I respect history and I respect patterns. So that's one of the reasons why I honestly feel like I get a lot of things right, is because I do spend a lot of time respecting history. Okay, so let me pull this up by my brother Lou, who did a good job of explaining this. So hold on real quick, it's kind of tripping a little bit. Let me see if it pull up. Why is it not pulling up? Okay, let me hit that refresh. Okay, it's not. Let me pull it up a different way. Y'all give me 1 second. I gotta pull up my brother's info real quick. Fart. All right, hold on real quick. So, all right, but basically, here it is. Man, it came up fast. I needed that to come up fast too, man. Whew. I needed that fast. It came up perfectly fast. So this is what my brother Luke came up with, and did a lot of research. He said, this is why I'm aiming for the top edge prospect. Fangio's scheme has a peculiar pattern for success. See, now this is exponentially important, and I keep coming back to it. And CP is hinting signals of running a similar defense, which is true, right? And so when you click on it and you look, you know, Lou did a good job of showing how Vic Fangio's system, which, you know, Stephen Jones even called Christian Parker's gonna be Fangio's system with a twist. So it's gonna be Fangio, but with some variableness to it, some change. But whenever it got off and had its best seasons, it was with a lead dog. It was with a guy that you could depend on to get those sacks, and they led to a top defense. And it's a lot of years of that. It's a lot of years of history on that. 2011, 2012, 2013, 2018, 2023. Vic been in the league a long time. And you can see it. The scariest part is this. This is why we got to be very careful of all the people that's out there pandering. You know, because they'll oversell stuff that's not good enough. They'll oversell stuff that's not good enough. I want y'all to listen to Cal Yeoman real quick talk about this, okay? Listen to Cal talk about this.
A true superstar on defense.
Trading for Rashawn Gary as your blue chip defensive.
Hold on, let me pause real quick. He was talking about Rashawn. I need to turn it up. Y'all give me a second to turn it up. I want to make sure I can hear it. All right, y'all should hear it now. I pumped it up loud.
Addition, I don't think gets everybody excited the same way as it would with the big name. Like a Gary as your blue chip defensive addition. I don't think gets everybody excited the same way as it would with the big name like a Max Crosby.
Do you think the biggest move this offseason for the Cowboys could still be yet to come and happen between now and the draft?
In my opinion, I think they are still looking to make a splash move, and it's probably not going to come in free agency. They're going to continue to shop for one more piece, one more cornerstone guy to build around with Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams.
If a big move is...
Yeah. So I'm glad Cal talked about that, because a lot of people kind of pushing like, we're good, we raised the floor, we just wanted to be just a little bit better than last place. And it's like, bro, no, that's, you still aiming too low, bro. We aiming too low. So the people that we looking at, to me, are realistic, very realistic. And I'm gonna explain why. Okay, so y'all give me a second. I'm pulling up y'all comments because I want to make sure I can see everything y'all saying. All right, here we go. I can see y'all comments now. All right, so when you go look at what Lou talked about, and if you're really serious about winning, then you shouldn't be pandering about Gary. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be over here like, we're good, we're good. No. And then I'm also talking about the risk of even looking at the draft, because that's a risk too. That's a big risk. I'm gonna get into all of that today, okay? And the main reasons I'm calling it a risk to look into the draft is because the main reason is because we got a window with Dak that we got to be careful of. So Dak needs a right now window, like now. So whatever decision you make on edge, you need to feel good that it's going to hit now, not develop slow. Let's not forget that Donovan Ezeraku was rumored to be even an option at 12. And how did his year one turn out? But see, nobody laughed when he was even rumored to be picked at 12 because his college tape was so dope. The truth is, and a lot of people not gonna tell you this, that when you looking at a rookie defensive end, usually they take about 3 years to hit their stride. So what does that do if you run that same play of trying to lean on the draft to get the lead dog? You taking a massive risk to Dak's window. That's why the solution is gonna likely come from a veteran.
Season ends.
The solution is going to likely come from a veteran. This is where your Dallas Cowboys should be shopping, in my opinion, for a veteran. A veteran, somebody that can come in, make that last splash, literally the last splash. And I would say this, if your Dallas Cowboys was to go make that last splash, how could, me personally, I'm going to be honest, I'm giving them an A. I'm literally giving them an A on free agency. If they make any one of these moves, Crosby, Sweat, Kayvon, Thibodeaux, any one of those three, home run, free agency, and you are super ready to walk into the draft on BPA. And you can go aggressive BPA. I mean, this is what I mean. If you do this, right, with the way that you plug so many holes in free agency, right, because there's a degree of truth when people talk about we raised the floor. I would agree with that. Thompson being an upgrade, the best probably upgrade we got, right? Then, you know, we got rangier guys. I would say that. In the interior, I would say we got better fits than what Osa was in terms of people that fit a 3-4 and are mostly unmovable. So if we grade in free agency correct, you would say that mostly we've done good. And somebody say, do y'all think Thibodeaux fits better than Crosby? No. No. Crosby fits better than him. But this is the key going to, because I saw that question from Soul. I have my list. I have my rank, right? So this is my list and my rank right here. And actually, I need to kind of fix it because the top two that I had is Kayvon, and it really should be Josh Sweat. And then Queen say that Crosby is signing back with the Raiders. I'm not sold on that, Queen. I'm not sold that he's signing back with the Raiders, even though he sent out that I'm home Raider Nation and all of that. I think what honestly he's doing, I think what he's doing is trying to protect his brand. I think he's trying to protect in case he end up back there, because he doesn't control that. The Raiders control that, and the Raiders have been shopping him. Your comment not coming up, but I'm trying to show your comment. She said Crosby's not signing back with the Raiders, boss. So he doesn't control that. The Raiders control it, and the Raiders have been actively saying that they're still trying to get to first. So I believe that Crosby is just posturing, because remember, he has a built-in strong brand based out of Vegas, right? His podcast and everything is all about, him in Vegas and stuff like that. So after the fumble of what happened with the Ravens, he got to protect his brand and his future money, his future podcast. So I think he's a little bit just kind of playing business. It's a business move, in my opinion. So he doesn't control where he ends up. So, like, for instance, let's just say if Dallas threw to first, all that Raider for life stuff, shit, that boy be right in Dallas, and he'll be doing what he was doing before the Ravens. Because think about, what was he doing before the Ravens got him? He was showing stars. He was playing music about, I'm a Cowboy. Because you remember, Cowboys was in the league up until the Ravens at the last minute jumped them. So I think, I don't think at all that he's a lock to be in the Raiders. I think if somebody offered a deal, or if the Raiders is like, let's just get what we can get, then they'll move him. Yeah. And somebody say they go trade him mid-season. Watch. I love what you just said right there, Special K. I love what you just said right there, because you lead into something that's important that I want to talk about. That this fight for the War Daddy, this might be a long fight for us. I just want to get y'all ready for that. This might be a long fight, meaning this might go all the way into the season, to Special K's point, where, just think about it. I want y'all to think about it. We tried to make a run, allegedly, at Quentin Williams early with Micah. Remember that? Jerry talked about us trying to make a run at Quentin Williams. But when did it actually come through? During a trade deadline. So sometimes you make an early attempt and you let things settle. Then the season play out. Let's say if Arizona is just stinking. If Arizona is stinking and Sweat's still on there, he's going to be louder about trying to get out of there. Let's say if the Raiders getting off to another bad start, Crosby going to be even louder about getting out of there. So let me show y'all a couple of things real quick. That's also important. And why, to me, targeting these guys makes sense. So Josh Sweat requested a trade from the Cardinals, allegedly. Okay. So he's one of those disgruntled, I want out types. The same things we were seeing earlier with Crosby. These are where the Dallas Cowboys usually do real good. Because remember, it was rumors that Quentin Williams was also tired of losing with the Jets. Disgruntled, wanting out. So that causes Sweat to be a potential trade opportunity. And to me, this is why we got to be aggressive, because remember, Dallas allegedly was offering a first and a second and potentially also allegedly to get Max Crosby. That was the proposal that they had on the table, allegedly. Okay. So when you have that type of trade proposal on the table, then there are other guys that might not even cost that much in terms of a trade, but would still be an effective lead dog, war daddy type guy. A guy that can be your dependable sack guy, tackles for loss guy. Now, is Sweat on the level of Crosby? No. But would he be good enough to make your defense way better and get an 8 in free agency? I say yes. Absolutely. Same thing with Thibodeaux. So the reason why I'm showing it, because these are the type of opportunities that make sense for Dallas, and opportunities we've seized before. We did this with Brandon Cooks, with the Texans. He was disgruntled. He was wanting out. He didn't like the coach of the Texans. We made a first run at Brandon Cooks. They was trying to, I think they was trying to say a second rounder. But by the time we made our next pass at it, we was able to get him for a fit. So when you see guys that's openly pushing to get out, those are opportunities for your Dallas Cowboys. So this is one where you can see that it's been rumors and talks about Sweat. I mean, Kayvon Thibodeaux. So you were seeing rumors early, February 26th, that Kayvon Thibodeaux they could trade him. So why is that important? And then I'm gonna show you a clip of him kind of talking where you can see he's uncertain about his future. Listen to him. I want y'all to really listen to him. Turn off the music.
Kayvon, what are your feelings as you leave here as the season ends?
I don't know, man. I just try to be still. You know, I think for me, in times of, you know, just uncertainty, you don't really know how things are going to go. You just kind of wait it out, and sometimes it's okay to do nothing.
So when you see stuff like this, right, and you listen to him, now this is the season ending press conference, not press conference, interview with him. Listen again, where you seeing the Giants might be looking to move on, and he don't know.
Kayvon, what are your feelings as you leave here as the season ends?
I don't know, man. I just try to be still. You know, I think for me, in times of, you know, just uncertainty, you don't.
Like my boy Ty Church say, they don't want to pay him. Yep. Which makes him a good opportunity, Ty Church. And he would be like Pickens. He would be a 1-year rental for us. A perfect rental.
I don't really know how things are going to go. You just kind of wait it out, and sometimes it's okay to do nothing.
How much would you like to be back here?
Oh, I would love to be back here. I mean, they already extended, you know, picked up my 5th-year option, so I'm not really too worried about me being back. But, you know, the team is never the same, so it's going to be interesting to see how things shake out.
Dude, does he sound like he know he coming back? It's going to be interesting to see how things shake out. See, I'm not talking about unrealistic opportunities. I'm not. I'm talking about very realistic opportunities. That's why we can't go for the pandering that we raised our floor and we're good enough. It's like, no. We still need that lead dog. We still need that lead dog.
You have a 5th-year option, but you're also extension eligible. Have you had any talks with them about that? And what are you expecting? Are you going to be looking for an extension this offseason?
I don't have any expectations. I think, you know, right now I just kind of want to just let things settle. You know, there's a lot of uncertainties moving forward with, you know, our team. So I just kind of want to wait until, you know, things get figured out to kind of focus on those.
In other words, they ain't talked to me about no extension.
You're a veteran. What do you hope for, the qualities you hope for in a new coach?
So I want to show y'all that to see I'm not talking about anybody that's not realistic. All the people that I'm pushing for are realistic. I'm not wishing upon a star when I'm talking about Crosby, Sweat, and Kayvon. These are real. So, and because he's going to be on his 5th year option, likely, and I want y'all to hear me out, it wouldn't cost you a super big pick to get him. Similar to Pickens. Because see, when somebody's on a last year, you giving up a 4-year asset for a 1-year rental. Think about it. Whatever you trade. So if you trade a 3rd round, that's a 4-year asset that you traded for a 1-year rental. So that means, and see, this is why I want people to kind of think about it. If you was willing to trade a 1st and a 2nd for Crosby, you wouldn't be open to try to get a 3rd for Kayvon? You wouldn't be open to flip that? I think they should be open to flip that. Let me ask y'all in the chat, would y'all be open to flip that? To bring him on the team to be the lead dog? He was also playing through injuries. What would y'all be willing to trade? Now, remember, we was open to give away a 1st and a 2nd for Crosby and potentially Osa. We was ready to give away basically 3 assets. And somebody would say, would they be willing to trade him in the division? Yeah, they would probably want to try to tax us. They would probably try to hit us with that division tax to unload them. Yeah, but I would do it in a heartbeat. And guess what? I would call it a A. I would say if the Cowboys was to trade a 3rd for Kayvon, I would say that this free agent was an outright A. And somebody say a 4th. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Of course I'd be cool with that. Yeah. Now, Sweat. See, Sweat would be something similar. Sweat would be something similar. If you was to try to go after Sweat, right? Somebody who trying to get up out, you would likely have to give up something significant. Not like a 1st and a 2nd, but maybe like a 2nd or a 3rd. And he yours. He probably could, he would probably cost a 2nd. That's what I'm assuming. Because he was very productive last year. And his film was very good last year. And see, let me tell you the thing that the Dallas has been doing, that they've been doing a good job of. If they do get you, they get those teams to eat up the dead cap and a lot of it. So these are realistic options. I don't want anybody to think it's Crosby or nothing with us. It's not. It's the search of a war daddy to put the bow on free agency. If the Dallas Cowboys, I'm telling you, if your Dallas Cowboys was to land any one of these 3, this is truly an A free agency. An A. And I would also say the Jerry Jones fleeced the hell out of that Michael trade. I would say Jerry exponentially won the Michael trade. Yeah. And see, my boy Hen in the house, he coming in with that juice. Hold on real quick. Let me show my brother comment. All right. My boy Hen say. He say, Cowboys don't want a player not under contract Thibodeaux needs a new contract next year and they be skittish on the player market. Yeah, I mean, they could also look at it like a rental, like they did Pickens, right? They did him the same way. So he was on his rookie contract and they still picked him up with a year left. They could take the same thing on with Kayvon, in my opinion, because they just did it. They literally just did it with Pickens. And then somebody say, oh, Eddie say, why they always shooting down your ideas? Somebody shooting down my ideas? I don't even see it. Who's shooting down my ideas? I don't see nobody shooting down. It's probably somebody in the chat hating, you know. But I give this stuff a lot of thought. I don't just be winging it on this stuff. I really try to think through this stuff. And so I showed y'all and proved to y'all and showed the receipts that it's true rumblings of Sweat wanting to get up out of Arizona. I ain't make that up. I showed y'all the articles from CBS as well as Kayvon himself showing a lot of uncertainty about his future, which makes him also a trade candidate. We all knew Crosby for a while was trying to get up out of Raiderland. We all know that. So let's talk about the last part that I got to talk about that's also just as important is the route the Dallas Cowboys could be trying to go. The route that they could be trying to go, which I don't feel comfortable with and I think is risky for Dak, okay, is I believe they could be trying to slither into trying to sell us on the hope of a rookie. So I use CBS generally as a gauge to what's realistic. And my boy Sticky said, I'm not going for he said, I'm not going for edge by committee. We shouldn't, bro. Absolutely not. We should not. And I'm not for these people that's going to be trying to sell me on a rookie being the answer. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. He said, I'm not going for DE by committee. We shouldn't. We should not. So I want to kind of go through the list. So when I look at Ruben Bain on CBS right now, he to me would be your closest to instant impact. Would y'all agree with that? To me, he your closest to instant impact. He would be one of the few that I would say he probably won't have a massive learning curve. He's so strong, his motor so much, he's so big, you know. But with him being number 2 on the CBS board, the chances of him going all the way down to 12 is unlikely. Then you have Arvell Reese. He would definitely fit in terms of a 3-4 outside linebacker type, right? But what I fear, what's a realistic option at 12, Hen? You think Bain? I'm trying to make sure I'm with you. I don't see him as a realistic option at 12. Not Bain. I don't see it. You know, maybe people can overthink them arms, them short arms, but I even think that he'll be an asset on the interior of a team that might even try to use him as a 3-tech. Somebody go want that talent. And then he said, Sticky said, boss, they holding on to them picks. We might be wiped out on defense. Yep, that's why I'm going through this. That's why I'm going through this. Exactly why I'm going through this, because I'm showing you what's likely could happen. So just kind of going through, I've been covering the draft for a while and I've been using CBS as my reference because usually by this time, CBS is the closest that I've seen to the draft order that actually happens. They are usually the closest to the draft that actually happened. So to see Bane and Reese 2 and 3, and we hoping they go slip another 10 spots, I'm sorry, y'all, I don't see that happening. I'm just being honest. I'm just being all the way honest. Okay. So then let's go down and look at some of the other ones that's on the potential for Dallas. So let me see. So those two, now we gotta go down to David Bailey. Now, David Bailey, whoo-wee. You talking about, now he could have instant impact. He could. His first step is stupid. He got the most explosive first step in this whole thing. And he has a lot of production. Now, he the one. Shit. Now, that would be a 12 option. That would definitely be a 12 option that I would just have to sit back and say, I don't know. Cause see, he could be like instant chaos, or he could be, let's keep it real, Donovan Ezeraku. Because he has similar production as David Bailey. Oh, y'all don't want me to tell the truth today. I'm gonna tell the truth today. Big boom bust. Big boom bust. Real talk. And I'm just being honest on my analysis of this. And this is why I don't really trust a rookie to come in to be the lead dog. Is because we need to get this right. We need to get this right for the Dak window. And I'm just going through the analysis real quick of what could potentially happen. So you have then David Bailey sitting around 19, very realistic for 12, and nobody would call that a reach. All right, so then let's keep going, and this is where I really start to kind of, now I ain't gonna lie, he one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites. But it's the same thing. Boom or bust. If you get it right and he's an instant impact, then you got you a dope lead dog. But if he's Donovan Ezeraku, you just gambled away another prime year for that, instead of going with a veteran. But I'm just looking at the different options, and I'm just kind of giving y'all my thoughts on edges that could be available for 12 or 20. And yeah. So like, I like him a lot, though. I do. And I put it like this: regardless of whatever veteran we will bring in, I still like Howell a lot. For 20, for sure. I don't care if we bring in a veteran. I would be like, ooh, our edge room is dope. And I don't want to just trust a rookie. I don't. Because that's playing with me. That's playing with Dak's window. The riskiest one to me. Is Kedrick Fall. Oh, hell no. And see, that's the one you starting to hear push the most locally. Ugh. And I'm not saying he a bad player. I'm not saying that. But I absolutely don't trust him to be the lead dog. Not in year 1. Year 3, yeah, maybe. But year 1, let me see if I got my button for that.
Oh, hell no!
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So anyway, my boy Common Sense say open up the phone lines. I left my phone upstairs. I would have to go get it. Y'all want me to open up them phones? Yeah. Common sense, I'm gonna call you, bro. Let me go get my phone. Put your number in the chat. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna have to go get my phone though. But anyway, I want to kind of make the case today on why I believe your best bet is a veteran. A veteran lead dog. Yeah, a veteran lead dog to me would set you up better than a rookie. And I just don't trust it. I really don't. I don't trust it. We could end up being Donovan Ezeraku Part 2. Because let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real. Keep it real now. Don't lie. Let's be honest. If anybody looked like they was the closest in terms of college tape to instant impact, it was him. Let me turn off the music and say that again. If anybody who looked like they had the bag, the pass rush bag, the versatility, the good count, it was him. And what happened? So that's the risk that we're running. And that's why, you got to be careful during draft season, because you're going to get a lot of people that's going to try to oversell some of these prospects. And we can't go for that. We got to be very mature on the plan. So let me go get my phone. Y'all saying y'all want to make some calls. Y'all want me to call, I'll call. Y'all give me a second. Let me go get my phone and we'll get to it. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me go grab my phone. I'll be right back, man. Y'all hold it down to this music. Yeah, hold on real quick. Before I go, my brother said something. I'm going to leave his chat up here because he right. He is right on this. We got to fight for this, y'all. And we got to fight against the panderers. Because the panderers go make everything seem like everything is great. That this free agency is just immaculate. That's because they're pandering. But the people that's honest, they gonna say, yeah, we did good on the back end. I like the safeties. I like the corner. I like that. We still have a small void at linebacker. But they overselling Gary. It's like, no. You know what I'm saying? They overselling Gary. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no. We ain't gonna do that. We gotta get that lead dog. I'm gonna be right back, y'all. We gotta fight for real edge war daddies. I'll be right back. Hitting y'all hard with them beats. 1, 2. Man, I hope, boy, I swear, I hope I ain't been this low this whole time. Hold on real quick. Let me turn me up. Man. I don't like how I sound. I don't sound good. You gotta make yourself sound good. You hear me? All right. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that should be better. I should be coming out much louder now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, let me do it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I should be much better now. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. So let me do this. So I saw Brandon say I wouldn't blame Donovan Ezaraku. I'll blame coaching. There's some truth to that. I believe that some coaching did kind of impact some of our edges. I don't want to overlean into that. The reason why is because we also saw some people get off that was under that same coaching. You know what I mean? So we saw Clown to get off. We saw Houston get off. They was also under the same coaching. You know? So if some people was breaking out under that coaching, then I can't just blame coaching for one guy, in my opinion. You know, it has to be a mix of coaching as well as that individual performance. Now, if the whole group suffered, I would blame coaching. But it was an anomalies in that group, so I can't fully put it on coaching. But I do think it's a fair point to look at coaching for Donovan Ezaraku. I do think that's a fair point. Damn. Y'all see what I be going through, bro? Trying to get y'all stuff popping. I be going through, man. All right, so let me get my boy Common Sense going. Nah, Clowner didn't suck. Come on now. You say our tired defense suck. That's not true. You telling me Clowner sucked? Clowner was balling. You saying it? Yeah, Houston was playing good. He needed more reps. Clowner did not suck. Matter of fact, Clowner had just as many pressures as Gary with way less reps. Way less. So nah, I ain't gonna just be like they all suck. Nah, not everybody, bro. Not everybody on that defense was trash. Yeah. You know, obviously Clark wasn't trash, and then obviously Quentin Williams wasn't trash. So, not everybody. Yeah, she said, boss, your voice sounds a lot better. Glad you're not sick no more. Yeah, I'm still dealing with the residues. I still got a little bit left, but I was able to sleep, man. And my voice is a lot better. Yeah, you can. Let me call my boy real quick. I'm getting ready to call you, homie. Oh, damn. Now I gotta find it. Damn, put your number back in there, Common Sense. That boy Common Sense put his number in the chat. That boy say anybody can call me. Man, I don't know if you want to do that. Yeah. Y'all give me 1 second. All right, I got my boy number right here. Damn it. Come on, man. Quit playing with me. Y'all give me 1 second. 903 495 9655.
Yellow.
What's up with it?
What's going on, boss?
Chilling.
Hey, man. I just got a couple questions, man. Really, shout out to Henny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared that the Cowboys gonna draft Horny, bro.
Go draft who?
They gonna draft Horny. I feel like we're not gonna fulfill all the needs we need, and then so like you said, like with the whole Falcon deal, you know what I mean? Then we're gonna be forced to draft Falcon and stuff like that. Because I'm looking at it like we're not the only team, and there's multiple teams that's gonna be looking at the defensive players, and then on top of that, a lot of the defensive players skyrocketed up the draft just because of the combine and stuff like that. And we know how people result on those combine numbers and stuff more than actually watching the film, especially when it comes to the GMs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I was just more of the line saying, like, I think we need to continue to push, everybody in the chat. I know we all in multiple people chats, and we need to fight with those to keep pushing for more in free agency. Just because, okay, I don't think this is gonna happen, boss. But let's just say this. Let's just say at 12, Love is there, and then at 20, Kenyon Sadiq is there.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna push off those generational talents right there just because we horny for defense?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, because and then on top of that, like, shout out to Big Time, D-Bird, and I think his name is Cowboy Joe last night. They were saying some stuff, and it was really, like, the Cowboys, I mean, if you're not gonna build this defense properly and get us a stud, it might just be easier to go ahead and strengthen our strength with the way the draft fall.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I really just want to call and get your...
Hold on, wait. Rewind. See, because I know what you meant. I know a lot of people probably didn't know what you meant. When he said strengthen our strength, he talking about load up on the offense. That's what he's talking about. So, like, for instance, if Love is there, you got to do it. You got to do it. That would be strengthening your strength. Your strength is the offense, is what he's saying. So, and if you got Williams and Love in the backfield, ooh.
Yeah, and that's what I'm. And then we got to think. And the main reason why it's on my mind, because I can't remember, boss. You probably can find the clip.
Yeah.
I think it was in between 2021 and possibly 2023. I can't remember for sure. It's somewhere in between there. But Gary said, he loves offense because the fans love the offense.
Yeah, I got the clip. I can find it.
Yeah, and so
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, basically he was saying that the NFL likes offense, and Jerry said he agrees with that.
Right, yeah, exactly. And and so
because it's about money.
And it's about money. And then if you think about that, and he wanting to please the fans, well, if we continuously be upset that we don't get Max Crosby or somebody on defense that's sustainable, what's one of the quickest ways to make us happy?
Offense.
Go get a dog or something on offense.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, I just wanted to keep it out there. And like I said, to me, the better, and two, on top of that, this is my last one. On top of that, like you said, I don't really want to trust no rookies on the defensive side when we was just so horribly bad last year.
No, it's a bad idea.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, yeah, we know we're trying to go off of this Dak window and everything. But if I got to depend on a rookie edge or a rookie middle linebacker to learn all these, to have the mental fortitude to put in the extra work on top of being a rookie to be able to be successful, you know what I mean? I don't think that's it's gonna take too long. It might be mid-season or something before they actually start coming about, and that could be too late. You know what I mean? Or it could be right on time. We don't know. So my whole thing is, I just more rather us to, just to continue to push more in free agency, more free agency. That way, when we go into the draft, shout out to him again, we don't draft horny. If the offense is there, let's take it. Ain't nobody complaining, ain't nobody tripping or whatever. And if a good defensive player come down there, okay, cool, we can go that route. Because I guarantee you, listening to everybody else, boss, I'm waiting to hear yours when you come up out the black. But there's going to be some decent picks in those third, fourth, and fifth rounds that possibly we can get, and that can help just as good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want everybody to be open to the possibility that, hey, yeah, we had the worst defense, but at the same time, we need to keep fighting for free agency so we don't lean on these rookies, and that way, when we do go into the draft, we can draft BPA. That's all I had, big dog.
Love it. Killed
All
it.
right, bro.
All right. Love it. Everything he said, loved it. And that's why what Henny's saying is right. We basically got one more piece, y'all, to be done with free agency. We got one more piece, y'all. Edge. A lead dog. If we get that lead dog, bruh, we cool. It's time to draft. And to Common Sense point and Henny point, you could go into the draft and get whatever's best, not need. And I love that. So I saw somebody say, Love ain't gonna make it to 12. I think he could, easily. I think he could. And the reason why I say he could is because I've been following this for a while. The worst year for CBS in terms of their ranks was COVID year. See, right now, the CBS ranks, as long as I've been doing draft, they've always been the closest to the order of how they come off the board. And right now, CBS has Love at 16. So when you're dealing with CBS, this is why I believe CBS gets it closest than most. Because, CBS is, obviously a colossal giant, but they also have a lot of media insiders and stuff like that across a lot of different cities and stuff like that. So they'll be kind of tapped into the rumors and the backroom talks and the GMs and needs and stuff like that. So at this point of the year, when the pro days and stuff are starting to get behind us, and the 40s and the measurables and everything is behind us, their rank is what I trust the most. Now, if they would have had Jeremiah Love as a top 3, I would have said, yeah, nah, he probably ain't gonna be there. Just based on historically how their ranks have performed side by side the actual draft. So Love, in my opinion, very much could be there. So, so I'm not counting it out at all. But the bigger point is this. The bigger point, and I'm going to ask y'all help for this. From a campaign standpoint, it would almost seem like we've been pushing for max to the point to where it could seem like we're saying max or nothing, and it's not. We need to some kind of way figure out how to incorporate Edge, the lead dog, the war daddy, to where people know we talking about these 3. Sweat, Kayvon, and Crosby. Because to me, it don't make sense to not close one of those guys. Because if you was willing to give away a first and a second for Crosby, it's likely not going to cost you that much or even close to that for a Kayvon or a Sweat. It's not going to even cost you as much or even close. So if you was willing to do that, and then Jerry out there sending out signals saying that he's still, he's not closing the door to Crosby, well, you should be also keeping the door open for Kayvon Thibodeaux. Now, this is the thing, and Sweat. Now, this is the thing that I fear. So I need y'all ideas on hashtags for the war daddy or lead dog. I need some ideas. Because I'm going to start pushing for all 3 simultaneously, not just Max to Dallas. Because, we all believe in Max to Dallas and we all aiming high, but we also have to have options, in my opinion. Realistic options that we'll all be also very good with. So I need some help, some thought. It might be already there. We might just simplify to say War Daddy. Now, the reason why I've been thinking War Daddy, because see, Jerry is the one that came up with War Daddy. And he was specifically talking about Edge when he said that. When he was saying that we needed a War Daddy, that's when we got Taco. Because he was aiming for Edge. And he said we need a War Daddy. So I might just call it War Daddy. Something that Jerry would instantly register with, you know, and he would know what it mean the moment he saw it. So I'm thinking probably just keep it War Daddy or Premier War Daddy. I see some ideas out of there. But that's exactly what we need to kind of put a button on and a bow on free agency. If the Dallas Cowboys did that, we are in a very prime position to draft. I'm talking about prime. And see, Rebel said, hashtag War Daddy, keep it simple. I actually agree with that. I think you're right. You know, I like lead dog, but people might not understand what that mean. Everybody know what War Daddy mean. So we might have to do that. Yeah, let's go with that. We gonna keep it simple, War Daddy. We will keep it simple. But I want to make the case on, you know, going after a veteran, and I know I gave realistic options. These are very realistic. The trade rumors are already real in terms of Josh Sweat requested a trade, so that's real. I showed you that Kayvon Thibodeaux, in his own words, showed uncertainty about even being with the Giants. These are the type of moves that would make us dope. And it's not just Crosby. I just want to be very clear. It's not just Crosby. So I'm immediately going to start campaigning for War Daddy. That is the new campaign that we could be rocking with as we trying to close out free agency. Now, this is the beautiful thing. This is the beautiful thing. Your Dallas Cowboys worked very fast. This particular free agency, they did a lot of work in week one. We not even out of week one, and you can almost say we're done. I like what you said, common sense. I like what you said. We might need to add this to it. Yeah. Hold on, common sense just hit us with a nice audible, a smart audible. Vet War Daddy. Ooh, you right on that. Ooh, you right. And see, that's yeah, man, we need your graphic work, my brother. And if y'all ain't following Germ, you tripping. Yeah, we need to see Germ. Germ be getting on that chat GPT or whatever he be using. That boy be coming up with some dope graphics to illustrate what we pushing for. We gonna need about 3 or 4 of them, bro. We gonna need about 3 or 4 of them. Now, so we making an amendment. It's gonna be Vet War Daddy. Vet. That's what we looking for. And the reason why we putting Vet in front of it, cause he right. Cause then Jerry could use it to say, we got y'all a War Daddy, we drafted one. Like, bro, if you don't. Nah, we need a Vet War Daddy. All right, so let me type it up so we can know exactly what time we on. Y'all give me a second. So y'all sit back for you, boy. Sit back for a second. I'm finna type this out so we all on the same page. Because this is the final push, y'all. And I will give Dallas credit, bro. If they get any one of them 3, bro, I'm gonna be like, you smashed free agency. I'm gonna give them all the credit, bro. I'm gonna be like, y'all smashed it. Hold on real quick. I got him. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Vet War Daddy. Vet War Daddy. That's it. That's it. Now, this is important to me. I don't want Green Yard either, at all. So this is why that's important, what Lou just said. Y'all check this out. Super important. Now, did anybody else do public film sessions on about 10 different edges? Let me turn off the music and ask that question again. Did anybody in the space do public film sessions on at least 10 to 12 edge rushers? Do you know anybody outside of Lou, Hen, and me? Do you know anybody that showed public film of 10 to 12 edge? Do you? And I'm talking about each one of these people got at least 30 to 40 minutes apiece. Okay. No. Nobody did their work in the public like Lou, Henny, and me. I ain't dissing nobody. It's just the truth. So since we did our work in the public, shouldn't we have a right to rank it? Now, anybody can go look at any one of our film sessions that we did. And we looked at 10 to 12 in the public. In the public. I didn't just come up with a list and say, this is my list. Nah, y'all could come up with your own list because some of y'all watched it. And I, honest to God, had him last, even under Gary. I want him to go to Philly on everything. It been rumors that he been wanting to go to, that Philly might pick him up. I pray to God that they get him because I want him off the market. Because I have a bad feeling Dallas would try to get him and be like, we got him and Gary, we good. I'm gonna be like, bruh.
Oh, hell no.
Y'all literally got the bottom of the B list? Oh, see, I don't want me to tell the truth. And see, we do our work in the public and we did it before these dudes was acquired. Gary was the one that we did after he was acquired, but everybody else, we looked at them before they was acquired. And I actually think I got my list off. I should have Josh Sweat over Chason. I messed up. I'm gonna have to redo this list because I got Sweat right under Thibodeaux. And somebody could say Sweat should be over Thibodeaux. You could say that too. I mean, 1 and 2 and 3, you can kind of interchange them, in my opinion. For real. If you wanted just production, Josh Sweat. If you wanted upside, that's Thibodeaux. So anyway, man, it's your boy Boss Show Me. We are now pushing for a vet war daddy. I think we needed to get our messaging right here at the end. I think that's super important.
You want answers?
That we get that messaging right here at the end. That we fight for the right messaging. And the right messaging is having a vet war daddy. Yeah, we want that vet. We want Dallas to put the bow on free agency with a vet. And I would be so proud of them. So proud of them. Obviously, I would turn flips for Crosby. Like flips, real flips. Yeah, and see, and I love the community work. My brother say, boss, I'm finna make an image and tag you. Please do, sir. Because we need to push for this vet. And on your image, make sure that you include all these guys, right? And we go get behind it. We go push it. We go push for the vet war daddy. The vet war daddy lead dog that'll put a complete bow on free agency. If you like this type of content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Obviously, I give this stuff a lot of thought, and y'all do too. And I sure appreciate the community work. People like Germ be going crazy on Twitter. And see, I just love, and I mean this, I love the creativity and just when we all working together. And we are. I see a great community effort in us being organized on ideas that can help the Dallas Cowboys. I truly believe this too, that the Dallas Cowboys do appreciate us, because any good business want to hear from their customers. Any good business want to hear from their customers. So I want to make sure that we were smarter about trying to get the lead dog, because I'm being all the way honest. Our messaging almost sounded like it's Crosby or nothing, and that's not true. It is not Crosby or nothing. It is not just Max to Dallas, even though we pushing for that. And I'm going to always aim high. I'm going to aim for the stars and be content with the clouds. That's good. But we also, to me, need to also put other names out there to start the conversation on ways that we can also have the help that we need to really have this D on another level. I'm not content with just the message of, we raised our floor. What's wrong with y'all? We raised our floor. You guys should be happy. We was 34th. We was 36. Now we're 31st. 30th. Man, shut up, bro. No. No. Don't come in here trying to lecture us because we trying to be better than average. One of the worst messages, period. One of the worst offseason messages is, we just need the D to be a little bit better. See, when we start talking like that, that's what they start aiming for. Oh, y'all just want a little bit better? Oh, we can do that. We can do that. You know? So anyway, man, it's your boy Boss Show Me. Bring you another one. I always love doing this. Bring you another one.
Another one.
Let's stay active. We go get to work. We real early in free agency, and let's get this thing done, man. Let's keep our voice loud together and organized so that we can do what we got to do for these Dallas Cowboys, man. Into the next live, into the next video, because I will be coming back later. It's something that I want to show y'all about the new direction of the Dallas Cowboys that's very encouraging. Now, y'all know I've been smacking the hell out of front office. I've been smacking front office on our guys' philosophy. There are major indications that our guys has finally come to an end. So I'm gonna actually show y'all evidence of that, which is a good indication of what we could be going forward. So until the next live, until the next video, it's your boy Boss Show Me. I'm out. Let's go get that war daddy, y'all. Let's fight for it. Our voice matter. Our voice matter. Let's get it.